Are we live yet? Yep, we are live. Hello, everybody. My name is Chris. I am the head of education here at the Freedom Club, and today we are doing marketing reviews. This is a marketing masterclass. Well, I'm going to help you guys with your ads, with your Facebook. Well, there's ad creatives I'm going to help you with today, especially. We're going to be looking at Facebook ad structures and results, key statistics you should be looking at. I'll be helping you with your emails, with your landing pages, and making you or forcing you to make more money. Joshil, welcome. Everybody, welcome, actually. Give me a couple of seconds, guys. I was just talking to the team over in the previous stream I was doing about product research, and I think I have an idea today where I can drop a metric ton of value, if you like. Andy, I'll wait for a few people to be in because I don't want to be speaking to an empty room. Would you guys like a metric ton of value? I think it was something that I saw, and I very, very, very much got extraordinarily excited. And I think if it's something that makes me extraordinarily excited, it's probably going to make you guys extraordinarily excited too, right? Bring on the AI. All right. All right, guys. Who wants to learn how to make absolutely ballpark smashing AI videos? We cover a lot of things, but who wants to learn these? Stop, Ike. So we may not get a lot of time to answering all the questions today, but I want to give you guys something that's going to really be meaningful. Yes, Danny? Hello? All right. Let's do this then. Over on YouTube, anyone want to see this? There's only 2 watching on YouTube. Oh, by the way, guys, if you do want to watch me on YouTube, I'd appreciate the subs, honestly. Here is my YouTube account. If you feel like you're in the mood for subscribing to a weird ecom guy who's always obsessed with e-commerce, by all means follow me. All right, we're going to be diving in to ARC ads today. I used to think there was only one way of making ARC ads, and it kind of sucked. Like they were like dry, robotic, and in generally crappy ARC ads, right? If you guys have ever seen ARC ads, they look like some kind of uncanny robot is talking about your products. Like they're too perfect for the people, and the audio sucks. It just they do seem to say the words okay, but it's just there's something wrong with them, and they're all the same. Like, I used to have pimples and then I used this product and blah, blah, blah. Like it's all the same. How about if I show you how to make some absolute killer ARC ads? Danny, I got sidetracked. All right. Well, after I've done ARC ads, Danny, I'll look through your comment and I'll see if I can help you out. Okay. So about 2-3 weeks ago, ARC ads had an event. Did anybody here attend ARC ads event? I'd be surprised if you did. If you attended the ARC ads event, there's probably nothing in here that's going to shock and awe you. But if you didn't attend the ARC ads event, I am about to blow your socks off. Let's start with something that I made in ARC ads just recently. Now, while I didn't get the best Facebook results from it, I'm pretty sure if I made a few more generations, I probably would. And then I'll show you how it works. Okay, so ARC ads. Let me share my screen, actually. That'd be the first thing. ARC ads have 2 ways of using them. And yes, this is a tool it's got a cost, okay? It's not cheap. You're looking at about, what am I paying? I've been begging these guys for a way to add more credits. I'm on like the creator plan with like the pro plan. I think I'm paying like $300 a month. You don't have to pay that much for this, but you will eventually run out of credits. And when you run out of credits, you probably want to get some more, and you can't. You got to wait for your next month, unfortunately. So anyway, I'm talking to them about the possibility of buying more credits. But in the meantime, there's two ways of using ArcAds. Number one is using the regular old way where you create a new project, and in this project, you write your script, you pick a talking actor, and you get something like this.
I just had to pull over because I nearly fell asleep at the wheel. Honestly, it's the scariest thing that's ever happened to me. I'm not usually like this, but I forgot to wear my mouth guard last night, and I smell really badly.
So this is okay. And to get this sounding so well, what I actually did was record myself saying the script. And you do that by, you can't really see it here, but you add your actor. So you pick your actor. I am on Pro. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Anyway, apparently he doesn't want to show my Pro account. But then you go over here to your options, and then you would add text to speech. You say speech to speech, and then you record an audio in your microphone here of yourself saying your script, and it comes out a lot more natural. He sounds like me. That's the problem. He sounds exactly like me.
Honestly, it's the scariest thing that's ever happened to me.
So now if you see other ads and you think, geez, that sounds like Chris, you got to ask yourself, it could be. But anyway, this looks fake. His beard looks fake. The background's kind of crap. There's no energy to this. And even though it was my intonation, it's still missing something. It's just not a good ad. And when I ran it, it didn't do very well. That's one way of running ArcAds. The second way of running ArcAds is what we call workflows. Now, workflows look really scary. And they are, because they can do a lot of stuff. They can do a lot of stuff. And you're probably looking at this and going, I'm not making this, Chris. There's no way I'm making this. And you know what? I got good news for you. You don't have to. So let me run you through this, and I'll show you what it produces. So this is the type of video that it produces at the end, and this is a crazy video.
3 a.m. wake-ups, the dreaded carpet scoot, the frantic, desperate chewing of my expensive Monstero plant, and the sounds, until we finally broke it. Pet Lab Co. Probiotics. 1 daily chew for gut health. Perfect solid poops. 0 scooting. And I finally get a full night's sleep.
Incredible. I did this ad for myself. I'll show you what I did. No Snore Store. Where are my ads? Animation. I wonder if this will work.
You know that 2 a.m. blanket rustle? The quiet sigh? The heavy footsteps down the hall to the couch? Yeah, let's cancel that walk. Sleep in the same bed again.
How cool is that? That looks like something a studio would produce. I got another one here I made.
You know that 2 a.m. walk to the couch?
Oops.
Dragging your duvet like a sad ghost?
Start this one again.
You know that 2 a.m. walk to the couch? Dragging your duvet like a sad ghost? Yeah, the couch migration ends tonight. Stay in your own bed.
Is it perfect? No, but it's still really good. So how do we do this? I will quickly break down kind of what's going on here, and then I'll show you how you don't even need to worry about what's going on here. But basically, inside of these workflows, you've got different objects that you can pop in. Some of these objects are going to talk to an AI LLM. Some of them are just prompts to create prompts that create stuff inside the LLM. And here, all I did was add in a product image of my product. I put in the prompt here, the URL to my products and the name. And then over here, I press generate, and it generates basically the workflow that it's going to do. And it actually then splits it into 2 different types of things that it's going to make. And in here, it makes a storyboard in this one for the first half, and a storyboard here for the second part. Then it takes those storyboards and creates an actual video. And then these are all just different parts of putting those videos together. Now, I know that you're probably not going to be able to create this yourself. I certainly couldn't be bothered or know how to, but ArcAds have these crazy things that I'm going to show you today. You can actually just open up one of their workflows and do this yourself. Just how, like I said, let me show you what I mean. So let's do UGC animated cartoon. All right, let's do this one. No, that was a talking object, I think. No, that was an animated cartoon. So I'll give you this link. Basically, I give you this link right here, and this is a workflow that you can now copy into your account and use. Actually, this is a replicate product video. That's not the right one. Animated cartoon. This is the one here. I'll pop this in the chat. This is yours to use. Oops, that's not working. Why isn't that working? That flow doesn't want to work. Maybe they don't want us to do this. Page not found. Okay, this one's working. Okay, cool. So you take this link. I'll delete that post, and you click on this one. You can copy this. You can use the use workflow button and copy this into your own timeline. Basically, you do what I did. You go in here. You replace the image with your own image. You replace the URLs and stuff. You then click on. What do you want to do? Once you put it into your workflow, you click use workflow, it'll duplicate it in. Then you can actually run the bits you need to run. I'll show you what you need to run. So from here, you will simply put your details in, and then you click this go button just here, and this does the work. And then once that's done, you click the go button here, and that does some work. And then you click the go button here, and this does some work. And then you click this go button, and that produces something. And then you click this go button, and that produces something. And what you end up with is something like this.
We need to talk about the couch. You know that silent, room-clearing smell? You don't have to just light another candle. One chew a day.
Now, for the animation video that I just showed you before, let me give you a link to share this. Oops, no, I don't want to give you public access. You know what? I'll give you public access. You can have this one. No, Pet Lab Co. is not one of my brands. This was one of ArcAd's brands that they were just showing how to do this for. Now, next is a replicate product video. So let's just say you just scrolled through Facebook and you have found the perfect product. Yomo, let me give you the link. This one here. Damon, you think I have too much time on my hands? Mate, I think I have not enough time on my hands. That's why I'm looking for shortcuts. Okay, let's just imagine you found the perfect video, but it's not your product, and you want to make something really similar. So we have a prompt here. You don't need to change anything in this prompt. It's all written out for you. All you need to do is upload a video that you like, and then upload an image of your product. Okay, it will then read this prompt here. Oops, come back. Hey, what are you doing? Come back. It will read the information here, which you don't need to edit. It's all done for you. And it will produce a prompt here. And from there, you'll be able to then generate a video. So this is the video they generated.
Guys, so today's video is just going to be a little bit of a life update.
You can put whatever voiceover you want.
That's all for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed.
But basically, it'll take whatever product you want and it'll put it in the video for you. You may want to give it a different photo so that you choose a different model so that you're not taking someone else's generation. And you may want to add some bits and pieces to change the house or whatever in the background. But this is a way to get started and produce something cool. I'll give you this link too. All right, now, street interviews. As soon as I get some more arcade credits, I'll be running this one. You guys know what a street interview is. You've seen them. Let's watch this one.
I used to hate leaving the house because of bladder leaks. I hated the pads. But I started this really simple morning routine. No Kegels or anything. It's actually backed by science, and it completely restored my control. I finally feel like myself again.
How cool is that? Now, you could take this video, drop it into CapCut, and then put some B-roll of your product over the top. Obviously, you can change the woman and you can change what she says. This is the prompt stuff here. I'm going to share this link with you now. And when I first saw these and I first started looking at these workflows, honest to God, I didn't know how to run this stuff. I didn't know exactly what each button did. But I just messed around with it until I kind of understood it. And that's all you kind of need to do. Just mess around and you'll get something. Now this one, I spent a lot of credits on this. I don't really think I necessarily got the results that I wanted. It was quite expensive. As you can see here, it's quite a big workflow. But the purpose of this workflow is it does generate decent ads. It also generates decent B-roll. But it can be a little bit uncanny. So the steps on this one. This is the prompt. This is the script. Now you may write the script yourself. You can pop this into your AI. You know what? Let's use this one. Let's have a look at what it can do. We're duplicating, by the way, guys. That's why it's taking a few minutes. Okay, so when I press play, it will take my script here and it will generate me an actor. Now I can change the actor by clicking here and choosing the actress I want or the actor I want. I can change the script to be whatever I want the script to be. Now, from there, we take that video and this prompt is created for you of the kind of things that we want. And we just press go. And then it generates a whole bunch of B-roll. And the B-roll scripting that it generates, you can then put together into your final product up here. And so it goes through all these different steps to stitch them all together. And what you end up with is a video like this with no sound whatsoever, just B-roll stitched together. And then you get the removed background video, this one right here.
Time I walk into Sephora with my American friends, I want to scream. Here's why. I'm Korean. I'm 54 years old. And every time I visit Sephora with...
It's actually a very good video. I stand corrected. This isn't the one I did. The one I did was nowhere near as good as this one. And then you can put the background and the layers together to create this.
Every time I walk into Sephora with my American friends, I want to scream. Here's why. I'm Korean. I'm 54 years old. And every time I visit Sephora with my American friends, I want to scream. They're spending $300, $400 on foundations that physically cannot...
That's a pretty impressive ad. Now, you didn't really do much for this. All you did was write the script, which you can just use an LLM for, like Claude, to write you a script like this. The rest is generated for you. The B-rolls are generated for you. Everything is done for you. You just got to go through and press play on all the bits. Like you press play on each of these, and yes, that's going to cost you credits. So it's not a cheap thing to run, but it does give you the control to say, you know what, that one kind of sucks. Let's regenerate that one, and let's see if we can get a better B-roll there. And then at the end, stitching it all together, you know, and running that, it's pretty cool, pretty darn cool. So that one I will give you. Replicate product video. Was that the one we just watched? That wasn't the one. This was a automated B-roll. This one here. That's a link to that one. And a link to that one there. All right, now the other good one that I saw, so we did the street interview, we've done the automatic B-roll. You just see from video reference we've done. And replicated, we did that already. I think that's about it, actually. Talking objects, animated objects, we've done them. The other thing that you probably should know about ArcAds is this ability here to do static images. So this is the workflow here for static images, where you would put in your company details up here. That's about it, really. It does the rest. And then you add in some of your images here. And it goes and generates all these prompts to create. I reckon some of the guys that I'm paying to do my ads for me, I reckon they're just doing this. Honestly. They're pretty good. They're pretty good images. All done for you at the click of a few buttons. Let me give you this link here. So this is just static images. And now that you kind of see how ArcAds is designed to be used, if you go through and use their templates, have a bit of a play with it, get comfortable with how to use these objects, because it'll take you a couple of hours to even understand what we're doing here, what these lines are doing, and how things connect to each other. But using their templates, you don't need to understand it. You can just sort of experiment away until you do understand it. But the cool thing is they've made these complicated templates. I hope that they have, like, I wonder if we can look at them all. Wouldn't that be cool if there was like a catalog? I think there might be. No, there's no catalog, unfortunately. They need to release all of them. They were saying in the stream that they had one guy whose job at ArcAds was just to use ArcAds to create these templates for their own ads. So you got the street interviews, the animated cartoon, the talking objects. We got the create a product video from scratch, create a product video from reference video, and we've got product images. And the B-roll one. All right, everyone got all those? If anyone's watching this in the replay, you're probably going to want the links. I can just give them to you if you send me a message. All right, let's go answer some questions. You're welcome. I know that's overwhelming. The amount of things that you guys can do now is completely overwhelming. All right. You guys are welcome. Now, we had a question there from, who was it from? Danny Singe. Danny Singh? It was probably from the last week's one. So let me have a look at the past ones. Product research. Nope, that was from today. Yeah, there goes all of your free time too, everybody. Marketing reviews. Here we go. That was a week ago. Damn, that's not the one. Okay, Danny. I don't remember me getting sidetracked, but I'll do it again. I'll do it again. Okay, AutoPulse. I'm fairly sure I finished this one off. I'm fairly sure, but you know what? Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Let's find your ads. But, you know, you say I got sidetracked, and that does sound like me, so I do believe you. Not like me to get sidetracked. It doesn't sound like me in the slightest. Okay. What did you say? What did you say? Where are you? Where's the tab? Made one sale yesterday. You made 4 sale for the week when you ran Bilal's ads. You're just wondering if you should use one of Bilal's ads, make some changes, and run it along with the image ads too. Yes, probably. Problem is, we're not seeing any of the sales that you're saying you got. That's the problem. It's only tracking one purchase. And you say you've got 5 purchases. That's going to make it very, very hard to figure out where they came from. All right, here's what I want you to do. I want you to stop what you're doing. And rather than having all of these different testing ones, since we've got the purchase, since you've had 4 others, what I want you to do is run my campaign structure. I'm pretty sure this is where you may have got confused, because this is where I think I branched out and started talking about my campaign structure. Just give me a second and I'll show you what I want you to do. So this bit here is really just for a bit of testing. Now, I think you're past the testing phase. So now I want you to build... something like this. Now, you won't have enough traffic to worry about retention or retargeting right now. So we'll go over that another time. But the prospecting campaign here is the structure I want you to look at. Now, inside this structure, it's very simple. Inside your prospecting campaign, you will have ad sets. You'll have, I call them packs. And in each pack, you are targeting everybody on Facebook. Maybe you're targeting women. Although I don't think you are. I don't think you should. This is a red light product here.
Was your first move of the day a grin of pain like mine used to be? I was tired of feeling stupid, changing apps, looking for behind the desk.
Yep, red light product. Okay. So you won't be doing any gender-based targeting. But what I want you to think about is what are you going to put in each pack? So for example, a pack should be 4, maybe 5 ads at max of ads you think will work well together to get a sale. Okay, they're going to work together as a team. So in each pack, you kind of want to have a top of funnel that you think is a top of funnel, a middle of funnel, you know. Do I have an affiliate link for Arcads? I should have. Hey, I should ask them for one. I don't think I do. Affiliate program. Log in or sign up. Hold on a second. I may get one. Don't worry, Danny. I'm coming back. I promise. We will continue this. That's the wrong bloody business. Okay, we'll sign out of that one. No, I don't have one. I'll have to find one. I'll have to get an Arcads affiliate link at some other point. All right. Back to ads. All right. So in this particular structure, you can have image ads, and I have an image ad right here. That's actually spent $45. So it is a mixture of video and image. Absolutely. In pack 1, we have an image here, and we have a couple of videos and another image. Basically, these are my best ads that have performed well. And what we're doing is by grouping them up into what do we call these? Into ad sets, we're allowing Facebook to use them together. See, part of your problem that you've got right now is you've got some pretty decent ads. It's just because these interests have so many people crossing over into them. Like, there's no doubt there's people who are in your health and wellness interest who are probably in personal care, and they're probably in broad, and they're probably in physical fitness. And when you do it like this for a long period of time, like more than a few days, Facebook's just like, I don't know what you want me to do. I guess I'll show my ad to this person over here. And it's really not helping Facebook learn how to sell your product to those people. So the difference here is we've now got 2 packs. They're both full of the same people, but because this is a CBO campaign, CBO being campaign budget optimized, it means the learning stays at the campaign level rather than the individual ad set level. So the learning stays in here. And this is like, so phase 1 is just shooting a bunch of stuff out to Facebook and just seeing if you get a few sales, trying to learn maybe what type of ads work better, what type of targeting might work better. Do you need targeting, or is broad fine for you? Most of the time these days, broad is perfectly fine. Now, because we teach you to do the testing in an ad set budget optimized campaign, the learning stays at the ad set level. But because this is a CBO, or a campaign budget optimized campaign, which you can tell by looking right here, when the budget strategy, how it says campaign budget, the learning stays at the campaign level, meaning, hey, come back. Meaning these 2 packs will actually work together to try and chase that sale. Is CBO an entirely separate campaign? Yes. CBO is its own campaign. That's right. So you should only be doing your testing really when you're just first starting out. Once you kind of have an idea of an ad that's had a couple of sales, that's when we want to put it into a CBO so that it can start working together as a team with your other half-decent ads to bring you those sales at a cheaper price. And having them as packs allows me to turn a pack off if it's just not working. So I can go back a week now. And I can have a look here. And so pack 2 has spent, pack 1's only spent $100. So most of my spending is going into pack 2, which is interesting. But I should have known that because it had my best ad. And yes, some of these could be turned off. I guess this image ad isn't doing as good as I'd like. And yes, this ad here could be turned off, but I'm going to wait a little bit longer and get some more data. What if you want to test a new creative? You can. You have 2 options for testing new creatives, okay? Number 1, you can simply create a new pack inside of here. So you create a pack 3 and you load 4 ads into there and you see how they do. Because you're not affecting your other ad sets when you do that, your campaign won't become unstructured. Like you can add as many packs as you want. It won't break the campaign. But if you really want to, you can go and do an ABO and do single ad testing. If you just got no idea what ads to run because you're still kind of figuring your niche out, you're not sure, you don't want to risk anything. So you go and make an ABO with individual ads in individual ad sets so that you can get a proportionate amount of spend into each one to understand the cost per clicks, the CTRs, and the CPNs of what kind of ad works. But if you already have a rough idea, like for home craftology, I kind of know what ads are going to work. I kind of know what to talk about. It's the angles that I'm really sort of testing out here, so I can just go and put up a new pack. Okay, so it just depends how confident you are that you know the audience that you're advertising to. So that's the prospecting CBO. Now, just one more thing, guys. To do prospecting proper, if you are at scale, if you're just stepping into this, disregard this bit. If you're now trying to step into scale, there's a couple of extra things that you want to do. You want to start creating segments inside your email client. So if you're Klaviyo, you create Klaviyo segments. If you're Omnisend, create Omnisend segments. You share them with Facebook, and that way you can use those audiences inside your Facebook ads. So my prospecting is actually excluding all of these people. I'm not interested in people who've purchased from me or visited my website in the last 30 days or added to cart or people who are already in my email list. These are all getting excluded now that I'm scaling. You don't need to do this if this is your first CBO campaign. You only need to do this if you're passing probably the 200 to 300 per day mark, okay? Because when you have enough sales data that you're going to want to start scaling, you're going to want to set up your retargeting campaign and your retention campaign, which we did last week and I went through. I don't want to go through that again. But just to show you what you can expect. So my campaign has just started doing well in the past few days. We are seeing Prospecting's coming down now. So today you saw prospecting. It's really starting to learn. We're now getting $50 purchases, but these ROASs here are outstanding. And my cost per purchase for retargeting retention, incredible. I haven't seen a return on investment at 4 for a long time. So this structure is definitely working. Now, I told you guys on Tuesday that I'm going to let this run for a week. And if things are looking good, then we scale next week. So far, yesterday I was a bit worried, but it came good in the afternoon. And today, I'm over the moon with these results. These are fantastic. To put this in perspective, about a month ago, I was running everything in the one campaign, one ad set, and I was getting $40 to $50 conversions with a 1.5 to 2 ROAS, and I thought that was the best I could do. And now that I'm able to reallocate my budget where I think it should go, we're seeing a much, much, much better return on investment. You're getting better results in your ABO. Creators in your CBO didn't go so well. You had to turn off a few, only 2 running now. Well, that's a problem. A CBO needs lots of good ads. And if they're not doing well, yes, you can turn them off, but look at your best ads in your ABO and start to bring them in. And make sure you do, if you're going to be doing it, make sure you do one more thing. So inside your advertising settings, make sure that you've told Facebook which audiences are actually your active customers and which audiences are your engaged audience. Come on, load up. Let's refresh. Okay, bloody hell, it loaded as I clicked refresh. Why? Okay. Oh, come on. Okay, so engaged audience. How do I define this? This is anyone who's in my email list. So I went into Omnisend, I created a segment, all contacts, regardless of if they're subscribed or not, all contacts. And I synced that audience with Facebook, and now we can use it in here. So we got anyone who's added to cart, anyone who's visited my website, these are engaged audiences, okay? Existing customers, these are people who've purchased from me and got my Omnisend purchases and all of my customer list from everybody who's ever purchased from me, ever, coming over to Facebook from Omnisend. This allows Facebook to understand now what my customer lifecycle looks like, and it will help drive cheaper results. In addition to me now carving out my campaigns like this. So, back to AutoPulse. What I want you to do, turn these off for now. Testing is complete. I want you to create a CBO. And in that CBO, I want you to start off with pack 1. 4 good ads. Maybe you've only got 2 to start with, but go and make 2 image ads. And then run them for a little while at whatever budget you think. $30 a day is fine. You might go 50 if you want to speed things up. At the same time, it's time to go and get more creatives done. Maybe take the creatives that you've got and remix them. Make them shorter. Make them punchier. One of the things I love to do is stick my best performing videos into CapCut and either change the voiceover or change it where it starts so that it just goes problem, solution. And then when I don't have any other ads to run, I'll go and use my phone and I'll go and record a new ad. Make a new ad and I'll have it up and running tonight. Do both packs need different ads? Yes, both packs should be unique. The best results I've had are from unique packs. Okay, now we had someone there. Ike, please look at your question. Okay. Have to find the right one. Bear with me, guys. Back to events. Ike, please review your landing page for Recover Lab. Is it the mini panel? Let me see, actually. I'll find you. All right. Now, you've had a few sales, right? But we're not seeing them. Is that correct? Why aren't we seeing your sales coming through? That's a big problem. Skincare angle. CBO. All right. What are we doing here? What's the go? You finally got your glow. One routine, 10 minutes a day. $82 is the highest spend on C17.
If you're still wondering what's missing from your skincare routine, 10 minutes every day, this is what actually changed my skin. Recover Lab. Try it risk-free. If you're still wondering what's missing from your skincare routine.
Is this what the competitors are doing? Wow, good clicks, good CTRs. It's not looking bad. It certainly doesn't look like your ads are the problem. No add to carts and no checkouts though. The short snippets are good. I like it. It is expensive. Get rid of your PayPal Pay in 4. Guys, I've been over this a few times. It doesn't work. It's bad. It's a conversion killer. Absolutely kill it. Boost collagen for glass skin. I also... What's your sign-up rate to your emails? %. Turn that off. That is the problem. So my snoring store didn't have a good sign-up rate, and I started using Alia, which is a paid pop-up app. I had like a 3 to 4% sign-up rate, and I thought maybe my product's just not sexy enough. People aren't putting in their email address, and if they're not putting in their email address, I'm not getting them into my list, and if I'm not getting them into my list, they're not seeing my emails. I can't remarket to them. I can't even put them into Facebook audiences. I was nearly ready to give up on the mouth guards. And then I got a tip off from one of the other coaches that their email team said that they now require their clients to install Alia. And when I looked at the price of $100 a month, I thought, Jesus Christ, I'm not paying $100 a month for a pop-up, for an app that just does pop-ups. But it gives you 14 days free to try it out. So risk-free, guys. It's risk-free. I now have it on every single store that I run, and I know a lot of students are jumping on this. The way that Alia is so powerful is it creates a pop-up that pops up very cleverly. It pops up very fast and smart. As you can see there, the animations are great. The scratch off is fantastic, and there's lots of different games that you can play on this. Scratch off is just probably the best one right now. You can see here it's giving me 20% off. And I claim that. I can put my email in. That seriously has given me crazy results. Now, what I'm doing right now is a split test. So I'm actually split testing in the different way to show the 20% off. Do I show it as 20% off, or do I show it as a mystery discount, or do I show it as something else? And you can see here, I'm actually starting to learn now which way to do it. So this is when I say get 20% off. This is when I say get a mystery discount. And this one's actually starting to work. Now on Homecraftology, this has driven my sales insane. So right now, I'm still in A/B testing of the snoring store to try and find the best configuration. But I can tell you now, I've gone from getting like 1 to 2 people in my email list to now getting 7 to 8 new people a day into my email list. So now email signups are not my problem. So that's you know how we got 3 problems to solve. We've got ads, emails, and landing page issues. Those are the 3 problems that you have to solve. There's a solution for each one, and Alia has scratched off email signups. That's not my problem anymore. So yeah, I'm 100% keeping this. It's going to cost me $100 on every store that I own per month. I'm happy with that. That's cool. That's more than cool. I would recommend that for you because this one's not getting you the right amount of signups. If we could get you nine signups a day, I guarantee you'll probably start selling this. Probably. Okay, that doesn't make sense. I can't guarantee that you'll probably start it. The rest looks nice. Like, website looks good. It is expensive, and that's probably the problem. It's very expensive, and I know it's expensive because it's good. It's just it takes a lot more to sell expensive products. How long do you think you should give it? I would do both. I would pivot and at the same time bring your spending way down on this while you install Alia and practice getting more signups. Because if you think about it, 1% of people are signing up to your email list. No one, not a single person probably is reading your welcome series. How can you sell something if no one's reading your emails? Yep. So what I would do, bring it right back down to $10 a day. Work on your, I mean, you've invested $2K and you've had $1K in revenue. So you've lost about $1,500. That sucks. I've lost more than that on ideas though. many times over. But it's up to you whether or not you pivot. But for me, if this was my store, I don't like to lose. I don't like to stop selling a product because I couldn't make it work. I only really stop selling products when I fall out of love with them. For, you know, when I think maybe it's not the strongest product, maybe I don't like it, maybe I wouldn't use it. That's usually when I stop selling it. And I still like to be able to make a product at least break even before I give it a kick in the pants because I get bored with it. What I would do is do the things I said. Get rid of the PayPal Pay in Full. Get a better sign up rate through emails and drop that price that you're spending on this down to like $10 a day and just see if you can get more signups. Because if you pivot right now and you don't fix those problems, you're just going to have those problems again next time you pivot. Well, I didn't mean to say don't pivot, but if you don't fix those problems, when you do pivot, you're just going to bring those problems along. You need more signups to your emails. 100%. I can't stress that enough. So if you do pivot, choose another red light product or another recover product. It doesn't have to be red light. You've got Recover Lab. So this is all about muscle recovery, fatigue recovery, even like spiritual recovery. There are spiritual products out there that you could absolutely have on here. You can have on here, you know, the cupping stuff or anything to do with like nervous system stuff you could have on here as well. So plan the pivot, start working on the new product, bring your budget way down on this and fix the issues. Fix the email signups. At least get that fixed. Okay. Well, I think I can squeeze in maybe one more. All right, Delphine. Home Pure. Sales have dropped. All right, let's take a look. But at the same time, Ike and or Maddie, pivot. Don't stop me from telling. Don't allow me to stop you from pivoting. Absolutely pivot. Momentum is good. Just keep the other one going at the same time. You don't just have to stick here and, you know, have all your eggs in one basket and, you know, being like, it's not working, I don't know what to do. Pivot, but continue your ads at a very low budget while you fix the problems that I talked about. Okay, $94 on the ABO. All right, what was working there? Hard to reach stains. Okay. Moving in dirty places. Okay. So we had a couple of angles that was working. So when you make your ABO, similar things should happen. Each pack, if you want your packs to work really well, each pack should be about a specific angle. We got 4 ads in here.
So I thought it would be a good idea to try and clean underneath it.
I've had like at least 2 or 3 students who were doing well with this product come and tell me that they're not doing well anymore. Your click-throughs aren't great. That's one problem. Oh, 100%. ZipPay is outrageously better than PayPal's Pay in 4. The problem with the PayPal Pay in 4 is it says you can do it and you get to checkout, and depending on your account, you may or may not be able to even do it. I had it on my website for a day and it just completely destroyed my sales. I had like double the amount of checkout abandonments. I switched it back and everything started working again. It was a bad idea. All right, yeah, I'm not loving these stats here. These stats are moving into a dirty place in the tile grout. The clicks are a bit better. No add to carts and no checkouts. Damn. So this one kind of just died, right? The last 2 weeks, moving to a CBO didn't really help. And then $94 a purchase into, yeah, look, it's time to pivot. This isn't working. I think you've given this one a very fair shake.
Prepare to be disgusted. As a busy mom with a new toddler, a husband, a big dog, and 3 cats, keeping my home clean can feel like a never-ending battle. Hair and dirt seem to pile up almost constantly. I found a way to change the game tremendously.
I don't know if it's the best ad, to be honest. This one, like, you're hard to reach stubborn stain ads. These were good. Are these?
I thought it would be a good idea.
So that's got the British guy there. Okay. Is this in the CBO?
Another?
Nope, that's a different one.
So I thought it would be
That one's in hard to reach stubborn stains. But it's only had 19 spend. And that was your best ad. So perhaps the other ads in your pack just aren't pulling their weight. And if we look back here in here, so the hard to reach stubborn stains, the click-through is very good. So that's an actually good ad. Now moving into a dirty place here with 2% click-through, that's pretty good too. 2%. So moving into a dirty place 1 and 2.
So when your landlord decides to skip the deep clean before you move in, not exactly ideal. I don't know, I just hate.
Pretty good ad. Are these in the CBO? We've got tire grout.
Raise your hand if you've ever been personally affected by tile grout. When I moved into this house.
This is a good one. Moving in dirty place. And let's give you 1.94. There we go. So really, all that's really happened here is hard to reach isn't really working. For whatever reason, this ad's not working. I'd turn this one off. I think you've... Oh, wait a minute.
So I thought it would be a good...
This was your best ad. Why isn't it working anymore? It is really weird that an ad that would be working so well before isn't working well anymore. Did you change any of the text? Is that maybe the problem? And then we got tile grout moving into a dirty place. That took a lot of spend, and these two ads haven't really had a chance to spend. I think you've done the right thing by turning them off, but at the same time, moving into a dirty place, I think it needs more spend. Like, that's the good one, right? Yeah, that's your best one. I'm getting confused here. Hard to reach stubborn stains at 0.78% click through. Hold on. That was the good one, and this was also the good one from before. I'm getting way too confused. I think perhaps this ad set needs a bit of time to learn. I know it seems like you've spent $193 and we haven't really had much going on, but we did just launch this and we haven't spent that much on each individual ad. And Facebook did have to relearn who to target in order to get sales. And an average person can take, 7 to 10 days to decide to purchase. So what I would probably do is reduce my budget a little bit and still let it run and let it see if we can get some more of those add to carts. Is there anything actually wrong with where they're landing? Nope. And what are your signups like? Are they good? If they're not good, try Alia. See if that helps. What budget to suggest? Just know that you might not get sales for the first few days launching a CPO or launching any campaign. So whatever budget's not going to break the bank, I think is what I would do. So my advice here is, reduce the budget down a little bit. Who was this for? Delphine. Take the budget down a little bit and give all the ads, turn them back on. Like those ones that were proven to work, that are no longer working. It could be that the demand for this product has started to die off. It could be. But at the same time, you may need to let that ad set run a little longer. And it might be that your email sign up is just not capturing enough people. So that's what I'd be working on. Email sign up again. And you said here, you've looked at other products. I think you're heading in the right direction. You already have Home Pure as your name, or Home A Pure, and you want to go non-tox, no chemicals, 100%, go for it. Add to your collections. I think you will do great. All right, you've added me to the Klaviyo for Wonder Lab. Can I please log in and take a look? I did see that come through. Klaviyo. All right, accepting. Doing an SMS verification. Okay. What are we looking at here? We've got lots of revenue. This is good. Welcome series. Okay, let's look in your forms. Man, it's been a while since I've been in Klaviyo. Website, sign up forms. 9% submit rate. That's not bad. That's not bad. Even though it's not bad, I'd love for you to do an A/B test with Alio, whatever they call it. I'd love to see if we can improve it. So we're running an A/B test. Okay, let's take a look. 9% on this one, not bad. pretty good. That's actually a really good, exceptional sign-up form. You got the mini quiz there. I love it. It's time to get rid of this Creator with Klaviyo stuff. You need to upgrade your account, and that will probably even push your results further. So good job with that one. Very good landing page. Sorry, very good sign-up form. I like that. Let's look at your automations. Nope, that's not what we want. Flows. Abandoned cart. Well, let's start with abandoned checkout. What have we got? Wait 2 hours, cool. Wait 20 hours, conditional split. Has an order been placed? Yeah, fair enough. Show me the stats. Where are the stats? Show analytics. Open rate is terrible. Open rate is still terrible. God, this is awful. A good amount of people clicked, 20%. The open rate here is what's alarming. And why were so many people skipped? That's terrible. When checkout is started, too many people skipped this email. Do not have this clicked ever. Unclick this on every single automation. You are destroying your results because 89 people did not even get this email, which is atrocious. And email 2. 3 people were skipped. 3 very important people weren't even sent the offer to finish their order. So definitely fix that. It'll be the same for your abandoned cart, no doubt. No one's opening this one. What's this? Why is this split here? Weird. There we go. That's better. So 74 people skipped. There's so few people even able to get it. Oh, dear Lord. You are leaving so much money on the table. Yeah, please fix those. And now let's look at your welcome flow. Open rate, 61%. Terrific. That's an amazing open rate. The click rate, 2.6%. Fantastic. I love that. See, everyone's getting your welcome series. And because they're getting your welcome series, they're not getting your other series because you got that skip thing on. Get rid of this, even in the welcome series. Get rid of the skip recently emailed profiles. You don't need it. And you need more than 3 emails. This is just to get you started, but you're making money. So please, 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 please keep writing welcome series emails until you're sick of it. Guys, one of the things that I do is I use Migma. I don't have an affiliate code for this one. Migma.ai is an amazing platform that helps me write my emails. And so you basically, it uses AI to generate HTML that you just stick inside of your email templates to make gorgeous emails. And just to show you what kind of emails you can make, let me show you. Actually, let's see if I can show you a Migma. What am I doing? I was going to go into Klaviyo. I'll just show you a Migma. Okay, so this is a chat with Migma, and I told it up the top here what I wanted. I selected a template, and what I do, I use Claude to help me decide what text should go in. I love Claude for doing that. I think it's a great text email generator. From there, I tell it what text to put in. It does the rest. I might add in a few images, whatnot. I might go get ChatGPT to make a few images, and then I tell it what discount code to stack on. And this is the kind of email that it will generate for you without you doing a thing. Isn't it beautiful? From there, you just go to the 3 dots and you go copy HTML. And you stick that HTML into a HTML object inside of your email, and you've got a beautiful, professional-looking email that looks like it's come from a email marketing, what do you call them? Agency. How cool is that? All right, ladies and gents, that's it for me tonight. I got to run. I'll be back on Monday for more of this. I hope you guys have got some good golden nuggets for the night. I think I've shared just about all I can share. Now, Yomo, you've asked a question. Do I set up a minimum budget when I do a new pack? I do. If my new pack isn't getting any spend whatsoever, I will put a minimum budget on there, just so I can see if the new ads that I've added are actually good without the spend. All right, ladies and gents, take it easy. I'll see you in the next one.